Welcome to this video. In this video, we're going to take you through our van life kitchen essentials that we've used the most in the 3 months that we lived in our van. The first one is maybe not an obvious one, and it's outdoor dishwashing liquid, or utenomhus handdisk, what it's called in Swedish. This is simply genius. It's ecological, which means that you pretty much with this one can do your dishes in a river. So if you use this in your van, you can pretty much open your grey water tank anywhere you are. Of course not close to drinking water and stuff like that, but it is really good for the environment, and it actually works just like any other dishwashing liquid that you have in your house. Bringing a clamp in your van is genius as well. You can use it for cooking, you can use it for serving, you can use it for barbecuing, you can use it for grabbing salad. It's very, like I would say, multi-purpose. I really hope that you're enjoying this video. If you do, hit that subscribe button, because we'd really love to see you around. The next one is a pretty Norwegian thing, but again, it's just genius. And it's this one. Can you guess what it is? This is a cheese slicer. So you use it when you have a block of cheese and you want just a thin slice of cheese. So in Switzerland, for example, they have like these gigantic ones, but this is just a small version, so it takes up almost no space. If you live in a van, that means that you also drive your van, and if you drive your van, that means that things can break. So have unbreakable plates and bowls and cups. It's pretty important. We have these ones made out of bamboo, so we have enough to feed 4 people in the van, because we have 4 seats, you know. Pretty happy about these. They can also be washed in a dishwasher, which is nice if we have that in hand. In our van, we have chosen to have cutting boards in plastic. Usually we're not that fan of plastic, but in this case, it really does the trick. The reason why is because since they're plastic, they obviously won't break. They are very lightweight, which is really nice when you travel in a van. And in addition, they are really easy to keep clean. You can pour hot boiling water on them. If you're at an Airbnb, you can bring them inside, put them in a dishwasher. That way you're sure to kill all bacteria. In addition to that, we have different cutting boards for different kind of food sources. So we have for vegetables, we have for raw fish, raw meat, and cooked meat. That way we are sure that we keep the different meat or food sources apart. Next on our list is a flip up draining board, and you can do it like this, so you can put your plates here and then the water will come out here. It's genius when you're doing your dishes. Let's face it, when you are driving around Europe like we are, you get to taste a lot of really good wine. So we have these ones, reusable wine corks. This is for red wine and white wine, and this is for sparkling wine. This means that you don't have to drink the whole bottle, and you can just put it in the fridge or in a drawer when you don't want to drink anymore. Next on our list is ceiling clips. If you don't have this, you should definitely get it. You can just get them in IKEA or any other grocery store, I think. It's these ones. So you use them to seal bags of food. So if you don't eat the whole thing, you can just seal it off and it stays fresh for a long time. And of course, if you have reusable wine corks, you need a wine opener. We have this one from Spiegelau, and we love it. We have 2 pans with us in the van. We have this one, which is a full iron cast pan, and then we've got this one, which is non-stick pan, super lightweight. This is really heavy. So the reason we brought both of them is because this pan is our favorite pan. This is a pan that we've always used to cook with at home in our apartment. But the thing is that when you're in a van, it doesn't really work that well. Because to cook in a pan like this, you need quite a lot of fat, and you don't want to cook with that much fat in a van because obviously then it sticks everywhere. Also, it's really tricky to clean because you need hot water and you need quite a bit of it as well. But this pan is obviously a non-stick pan, so you barely need any fat when you cook with it, and it's really easy to keep clean as well. So this is definitely our favorite pan in the van. Also, you want to reduce weight, and the full cast pan, this one, full iron cast pan, is really heavy. So if I would choose again, I only bring this one. Next on our list is pretty obvious, but it's an essential, and it's cutlery. The good thing, or the thing that we thought about when we brought our cutlery, or we chose it, is that we wanted something that was sharp. So these knives we can use for anything. That means that we don't have to bring that much, even though we have brought a lot. We, in practice, only needed these ones. An important thing for us when we're cooking is to have proper knives. So we have really sharp chef's knives with us in our van. This has to be hand washed, but we don't have a dishwasher in our van anyway, so it doesn't really matter, right? And the cooking experience is amazing. Next one is an essential for any kitchen, but it's pretty neat in a van. It's a scissor. And ours is a high quality Fiskars scissor. It's a Swedish scissor. Of course we have to have a Swedish scissor. And we use this for anything. We use it for opening food, we use it for cutting herbs, we use it for whatever we might need to, so we don't have to bring out a knife. Tobias and I, we have 2 cups each. We have one that is of enamel, I think, that we got in Chamonix, which is nice for coffee or tea. And then we have a different one, which keeps the warmth a lot better, but also keeps the cool. And we use this cup for pretty much anything else. We use it for wine or beer or water or whatever it might be. We try to be really mindful about the food that we are cooking and that we do not throw away any kinds of food. That's why we have these containers right here to make sure that if we have too much for dinner, we can put it in one of these bowls and keep it in the fridge for the next day. These containers are in plastic, again, which makes it a little bit more safe when you're driving in a van. At home, we prefer glass, but glass is very heavy and obviously it can break, so it's not really good for a van. Also, what's good about these ones is that they can be put in the fridge, but also in the freezer, which is kind of neat. We have 2 pots with us in the van. We have one large one and a small one. The reason we have 2 different ones is simple. The smaller one is more energy efficient and it uses less water, so we use that for smaller things like cooking rice or pasta. And then we have the larger one. This is non-stick, so we use this for 1-pot meals. It is super nice because it's fast, but it also reduces the amount of power that we need to use when we are using it, because we only use one, not several pots and pans. And also we just need to clean up this one and not several. We have 2 max fans in our van and one is right above our kitchen, but it's not enough to pull out all the smoke and fat and grease that you make when you're cooking. So we have this one, a splatter screen, and it's excellent to have on top of your pan to make sure that the grease stays down there and not all around in your van. This one is a genius. You might not guess what it is, but it's a table protector. And you can do like this. Then you put your pan on top of that and it's magnetic, so it sticks to your pan. So if you need to move your pan, you can just take it with you and you can be careful about your tabletops. One thing that is actually more important than having the right pans or the right clams or whatever is actually having a kitchen that you like cooking in. So this might not be exactly on point, but I will argue it's really, really important. And in order to make a good cooking experience, we need a bigger kitchen, because van kitchens are fairly small. Therefore, we focused a lot on building extra countertops. So we have one countertop at the end of our kitchen countertop that we can just flip up. It actually gives us so much more space. And then we have a countertop that's hidden under our bed, between the bed and the fridge, that we can slide out. And these 2 countertops actually makes a huge difference when we cook. We get more space, it's more fun, and we can also do it together. And when we're on the topic of cooking experience, what is more important than being able to see what you are making? Therefore, we have installed lights in our kitchen that actually gives us extra light when we cook. Because, as you know, in a van, it can get pretty dark sometimes. You might have noticed that we are in a pretty amazing van. So if you want to see the full van tour, check out this video. Also, you might have noticed that we didn't really speak about kitchen appliances in this video. That is because it's its own video. You can click here to see that one. And if you have any other van essentials, please comment below. I would love to hear what they are, and I hope to see you around.